Your opening statement?
I told him again today, I love winning at homecoming, love winning at Rooney, and love winning with the Dukes. Really impressed the way we came out. I was worried about you get that bye week and you get that time off, and I was worried about how we would come out, and we certainly came out and played and executed and played physical and fast, and we played a smart football game too. We walked away from some things that could have put us in a tough situation, penalty-wise.
You just start with that. Talk about the start, the scoring on the first three possessions, and just kind of punching them in the mouth.
Yeah, we were physical running the football, which is great. We executed really well, and then being able to do that gave Darius and his receivers a bunch of time. And boy, he was on, and they were on. And how about some of the catches today? So that O-line takes credit for being able to run the football and reduce their coverage lanes and let those guys do what they do.
A lot of today's win was about the whole team just being pretty relentless. Jamario keeping his legs moving on basically all of his runs. Carnell Davis ripping the ball out of the receiver's hands. Just talk about the philosophy of your guys and what lets them be so relentless.
I really appreciate that you recognize that about our guys. We talk about playing physical and fast, and the conversation this week was to play with poise, play with patience, and to be persistent in everything we do, and do it for 60 minutes. So like that, you recognize that's a credit to you and a credit to us that you saw that in us, and I'm glad to hear that. I'll watch it on film, but yes, we talk about playing that way. And when you do that, then your ability can make plays. The guys' ability that they have, you're going to make some plays, and we did today.
And then early in the first quarter, you guys ran a couple read options with Darius. He took one of them in for a touchdown. Was that something you guys planned doing this week, or was it more just a heat of the moment? Because Jamario was running it down their throats. You figure all eyes are on him. Read option would probably work pretty well.
We always have that in our package. Obviously, some teams present it more than others. It was a part of our game plan. We thought we might have to utilize that. It's not a designed quarterback run. And he's pretty good at knowing when to and not doing it too much. He's really good at it.
And then lastly, just Jamario, he's usually a very patient runner, but today he didn't really have to be very patient. The O-line was giving him a lot of holes. Just talk more about the O-line and their performance today.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job, and I think we had one of them was nursing an injury. I think Fallow was nursing an injury, but some other guys stepped up. And since that Youngstown game, we've developed some depth, and we're rotating people in so they're staying fresh and they're getting after it. Coach Silnoff does an awesome job coaching them up, preparing them. Coach Geisel is our run game coordinator, works with the tight ends, which is really, with the offensive line. And they put together a great game plan. The guys executed it, and then, as you said, played really physical.
You talked just overall, you talked about Darius already a little bit, but just overall, him coming back, didn't play the last game, the injury and stuff, but just overall his performance today.
Yeah, you worry about that sometimes, but I got to tell you, this week, a couple of practices. I mean, we've been coaching him here for a couple of years now, but some of the practices this week, he was zinging it, and on target. And I was like, just hopefully that kept, because he took a few days off, gave his arm a little rest, but I kind of thought he might be able to do that, and he did it today, and he was very accurate, as you saw in some of those passes, and the catches, Teddy and Joe and Irby's catching the end zone down there, just, wow, very impressed. Those guys work really hard, and it's paying off for them.
It's always good to win the conference opener, but to do it in this way, at home, pretty dominant from start to finish. What's that say about your team?
This team is impressive. They're impressing me, how they come out and do the things they're doing on the field. And, we always talk about, not letting down at any part in the game and they were upset, I think, in that third quarter or something. We let down them for like one series. The defense, the seniors, you know, the leaders, AJ and Kurz, those guys were all over the defense. And so, like, it's fun to coach a team like this because across the board they want to be good. But a lot of players want to be good, but they kind of know how. Like, they know how to be good. They know how to practice, you know, and they know that leads to them having a chance to win the games. So I'm really impressed with this football team and hope to keep it going.
Can you talk about just the overall experience homecoming today at Rooney Field?
Yeah, it's always great to see former players before, after. Last night, you know, had a little get together. I stopped in and saw some of the guys, and I talked to this team about it too. They understand and they know the guys in the past that have won championships. You know, all the way back to '73. '73 was a national championship team, and 2003 was a national championship, and then all the MAC champions and all the NECs. And I tell them these guys are coming back to see this version, the 2024 Dukes. It's a good thing to see everybody, and the atmosphere is really good. And I think our guys enjoy that. They enjoy, you know, the alums, the former players coming back to see them. And they want to impress them as much, you know. And so positive, all the old guys. You know, guys that played in club football, the '73 team. They're so impressed with where this program is. And so it's really a good thing, this homecoming weekend at Duquesne.
Yeah, can you touch on that a little bit more? Like, the past success, them coming back this weekend, does it kind of maybe give a little extra motivation to play for them too?
Our players?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They want to show them what the 24 version is, you know, and it motivates them because they know what these teams have done in the past, and they want that. And they want to win a championship. And we're going one game at a time, but they know they got to play really well each game. And so today was a fun day for Duquesne football.